Texas Senate Redistricting Committee scheduled its first meeting for October 29th at the Capitol, but the Texas House Redistricting Committee will hold hearings this week in Austin and San Antonio to get input from the public. And one of those members on the committee is Austin Democrat Representative Cheryl Cole. Thanks for joining us.
Good to see you.
So I guess just give me an idea. We're so far out from the actual legislative redistricting process. What's important about these hearings this week?
Well, first you have to understand that there's two big things that have to occur, the census count and an election. But still we have to draw the maps. And so in that process, we actually draw, the committee will actually draw the maps for the House, for the Senate, for Congress, and for the statewide elected judges. And so we have to travel the state to get the feedback about what should happen. And
what do people usually tell you whenever you bring up redistricting in your district, but then also around the state when you talk to other folks?
Well, I haven't started traveling around the state yet. That is, I think, in a couple of weeks, so I can't comment on that. But the people that realize that I may have this appointment or that all this is going on, I think with almost a 90% accuracy, they ask me about Congressman Doggett.
Really? What's that?
Well, it's just, I mean, you know, I'm a Democrat, so I travel in a lot of Democratic circles, and he has been, I don't know what the word, gerrymandered and moved, and his lines just gone crazy. And so they kind of want to understand whether, you know, who that could possibly happen to, how does that happen, and, you know, that's Congress. But they remember that because there, you know, there were big fights about that. And
so Travis County historically, or at least the maps now, you know, they are, it looks like a pizza. You know, in Travis County, we have a lot of lines that come in, grab some Travis County voters, and then expand to other parts of the state. A lot of Democrats have been very frustrated with that because, you know, Travis County is one of the most heavily Democratic areas, but Lloyd Doggett's the only congressman from the area. What's new this year, and then what are you going to do to kind of defend or to make people in Travis County feel better about the way the maps are drawn?
Well, I mean, the number one thing you can do is listen. And then you have to talk to your colleagues on the committee, and it's just, you know, it's kind of the sausage-making process of, you know, you're going to need my vote down there, I'm going to need your vote over here, what can we work out? There has never been a Travis County representative, and I think, you know, it's a real honor to be appointed and serve.
Is that, do you think, why it does look like it does in Travis County? We haven't had one local person saying, no, you have to keep, you know, they have to make a little more sense than they do now.
Well, it's always better to have somebody at the table.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, last question for me is just, this is such a, you know, redistricting is such a partisan political dogfight on so many different issues. How stressful do you expect this process to be, and do you have any, you know, strategies to kind of stay above the fray?
Well, you know, I'm a Democrat, so I don't change that. But I really did enjoy the session, and I enjoy a lot of, you know, bipartisan support. I don't think I would have gotten the appointment without that. And that was just kind of learning how to, you know, talk to the people about what they care about, and then they'll listen to you what you care about.
Nice. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.